Hey friends, so you might want to start community calls, but maybe feel resistant, like you should have a certain number of followers before you do that so that there's lots of people who will be interacting because it would be embarrassing if only one person showed up. And if that's what you're trying to work through right now, then this is the video for you because my name is Nikki. I have about 590 friends on Threads right now, and I just finished my second community call yesterday. And I want to tell you what it's like when you actually get going and what all the benefits are of starting before you feel ready. What really matters when you're trying to build a business is momentum, energy that's going back and forth, the energy that you get from finishing things as well, because that gives you experience and feedback and that helps push you forward. And what all that means is when you get on a call with someone, the conversation that you're having is an exchange of energy that helps keep you moving forward so that you don't just stall out. So, first off, when you are trying to do an online business solopreneur thing, there is no ground anywhere. There is no structure whatsoever. It is all on you, which is very, very hard for your brain. As much as we hate school and we hate bosses, they do offer us structure, just too much structure. So a weekly call or bi-weekly is cool because it puts an anchor in your schedule that says, at this time, I'm doing this thing. And then you can work backwards from that because I'm doing a call. I need to send up a follow-up email. I need to send up a first email. I need to send a couple of threads or whatever it is you're doing. Need to pin a post. It gives you some structure. And then also that week, whenever you are responding to people online, because it is important to reach out to other human beings and interact with their posts as well, it gives you an opportunity to say, hey, you're having a problem with this topic. I happen to be talking about this topic on Wednesday. Would you like to come join the call for free? And then it gives you guys a reason to get together. People are shy about reaching out for discovery calls, even if it's no big deal. They don't like the idea that they could be heavily sold on it, or they could be wasting someone else's time. So a free community call is a great way to actually connect without feeling like we're taking anything from each other. It also gives you time to learn through trial by fire. Because if you set up an entire idea of like, this is the itinerary for the call, and then only one person shows up, it's going to be really awkward, probably for you. And that's probably the reason that you're resisting doing it. But if you tell yourself, this thing that I'm talking about is really just like the invitation that's pulling someone in the door, but I will accept that the conversation will go whatever way it goes, then it's okay to not be really structured and it's okay to not know exactly what you're doing. And you don't have to feel afraid of that. You can just feel like it's like being a kid again. You don't need to know what's going to happen. I hope that this has just given you enough information in a very laissez-faire way to let you know that it is okay to go start your community call. So in terms of actually facilitating how you're going to do this community call structure in a way that doesn't feel overwhelming, you get one Google Meets link. Save it in your Google Keep Notes or your Apple Notes or wherever you use stuff. And use that same link anytime you do a community call, or maybe I do co-working in the morning sometimes, so I use the same link for that. Or if someone is setting up a meeting with me through Threads and not through like a calendar schedule, I give them that one same link again so that everything is really freaking simple. And then I just have one very short email that I made in beacons.ai. That's the app that I'm using right now while I build my website. And it has an email I've already sent out with the link. And whenever I send up, hey, it's starting in 15 minutes, the same link is always there. I just duplicate it and I change the text. It keeps everything very, very simple because the less you have to think about, the more likely you are to actually act. Your whole goal when you're doing online business is to keep your momentum going so that you don't stall out before you start hitting the point where you can see what do they say it? You reap what you sow. So every post you make, every community call you make, every effort you put in is sowing seeds for yourself for change. You need to keep going long enough to see the fruits of everything you have planted in the ground. Doing something like a community call gives you continuous momentum to help keep you going while you wait for all of your efforts to ripen so you can enjoy the fruits of your spoil. So please take this video as a reason to go forth and make an offer for a community get together. It's okay if you end up talking about something that's totally different than what your intention was. You just go with it. If you are going to set up a community call after watching this video, I want you to come back and drop the link here. No, wait, that's a bad idea because this is YouTube. I want you to reach out to me on Instagram or Threads and send me the link. And I would be happy to join your first community call if you happen to be in a time zone that aligns with my time zone. Right? That's my offer to you. Thanks, and please remember that you can do this. It just takes time.